All right, guys, welcome back to Turbo Time Garage. We are back in the garage with the Supra today. We will be installing some G-Force Renegade axles. I will give you a time lapse and a comparison of these compared to the factory axles. Kind of my review, insight on them. I will post pictures and that kind of stuff. If anybody would like an in-depth installation video, I can do one of those too. For now, let's get to the time lapse. All right, quick update as to everything that needs to be taken off to get this done. Mine has some aftermarket parts on it, but yours will be the same. This is your toe link, your sway bar, end link, and then both upper control arms. That'll let you free everything up to be able to slide it in and slide it out. You don't need to drop a subframe or anything like that. This is absolutely something that can be done on jack stands or quick jacks, or obviously a lift would be even easier, but this is definitely not a major undertaking, and this is a very driveway project, very driveway doable project, should I say. All right, guys, here's a side-by-side comparison. Stock axle, G-Force axle. I want to show you guys here the point of failure. This is the outer cup. Last time it was the inner, same failure. This is what holds those bearings in and puts that together. This is always the point of failure. It's failed on both sides. All right, guys, it's been a couple days. I have had these axles in. A few observations I will make is how incredibly close these front upper control arms are, and it's having some issues rubbing on my exhaust. You can see here, let's see if the camera will focus. You can see that very slight rubbing, and if we look over here, we can see how close. Try to get some light in there. We can see how close it is to that top arm. It doesn't rub, but I imagine under a hard lunge with some deflection, it definitely would. The same on the other side. They're incredibly close. I'm waiting for my SPL front and upper control arms. Other than that, they are very high quality. We're going to make some adjustments here to this exhaust. I am running on Armatrix valved exhaust on this car, and it just seems to be right here where, sorry for the shaky video, guys. It seems to touch right there. You can see the discoloration on the bolts. It's touching very slightly, but it is annoying. Guys, so to wrap things up, G-Force axles are in. I'll give you my pros and cons on these versus the DSS axles or your stock axles. Exhaust ended up not really being an issue. That was a user error on my part. I had never set up the exhaust appropriately. Some of the couplers weren't all the way fitted, and that caused the exhaust to rub, so that was a non-issue. The factory upper arms never did rub. They were just really close for comfort, so we went ahead and went with the SPL stuff, plenty of clearance. In comparison to the factory axles or your DSS, which is more of a factory-based axle, they are 8 pounds heavier per unit, so you can weigh that and kind of figure out if the weight is worth it. They are currently in stock. I bought them from a company named TRE. I can put a link in the description. They are currently in stock. There's no wait time. You can have them at your door in 3 or 4 days. I don't know if DSS is still backed up, but when I was looking into DSS, they were, I think they were 6 weeks out or something like that. So they are readily available. They're very stout. I have had them already out at the track and they seem to be holding up great. As always, like, follow, subscribe. If it helped you, let me know, drop a comment. Thank you guys. I'm gonna keep making these videos. Finally, I'm hoping to be able to install the remnant Omega 65 kit this weekend. Kind of got sidetracked by this axle project and everything else that went into it. But I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.